Hey people, Indrid here, 3v3, Fend Unlock, blue team. It's a bunch of chaos fellas. Hate is a weapon with a chaos sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control. This is the Death Guard elite scheme, fights in melee this fella, alongside Maragnarok as a chaos lord, a durable and destructive hero, walking through objects cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and disruption, fighting in melee. And rounding off the team, Takeshi Kovacs as a plague champion. Starts with the damage of a time bolt gun, can get to melee weapons, debilitates enemies and supports allies. The Alpha Legion elite scheme. Red team, Dead Game Enjoyer, is a Lictor Alpha, a melee specialist, infiltrate and disrupt, some powerful offense and a bit of support already in on some heretics. Alongside ST.a.NK.o.M, or however you meant to say this, with a brother captain, a durable hero walking through objects cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and support, fighting in melee. Where's the hammer? There it is. Rounding off the teams, last Phoenix with a chaos. No, it's not a chaos. He's a force commander. Very strong offense, fighting in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support. He's a versatile marine, definitely not chaos. Fighting the plague champion up that eastern side at the moment, messing up some heretics, and there's some Kraken bolts from the tactical marines, although they want to shoot the CSM with it, I think. Some Nurgle worship going in for health regen. Two heavyweights in the mid then. CSM have taken the garrison. Brother captain chasing the chaos lord all the way back, and has now found some other chaos fellas to have a go at, including heretics. Might wipe them. Bang. Oh, I didn't hit the other one. Now has found some CSM though, with a decent special attack going in. Pushed them all the way back. Takeshi Kovacs with double CSM. Maragnarok already has double CSM up. Last Phoenix with double tax. And Dead Game Enjoyer with double Hormagaunt broods into warriors. Hate is a weapon. Triple heretics, which suggests, yeah, we're going to see at least 2 grenade launcher heretics, I would think. There's a flesh hook. Gonna need some aspiring champions to spot this sneaky Lictor Alpha too, who now flees. Warrior Brood could get the Barb Strangler on the way to mess with the double grenade launcher heretics there. I wonder if they'll go triple. It's 20 power per grenade launcher, so it's not cheap to get 3 of them online. Warrior Brood going in. Oh, looks like they were given, yeah, look, they were given a melee order before they got the Barb Strangler. Bit of a misplay there from Dead Game Enjoyer. Should have just waited a few seconds for this to finish. Didn't drop a model though. Spore mines probably won't be able to detonate on the heretics here. CSM should be in melee, but I think they've got it. They've got it. Oh, Scout's looking for a grenade. And that's going to finish off the heretics. Awesome grenade there from last Phoenix. Banishment went in just to make sure, but it wasn't needed. That was Hate as a weapon was trying to grenade barrage. I think they actually got the grenade barrage off, but it delayed them retreating because you have to wait for the animation. And it cost him 2 grenade launcher heretics there. It's a lot of resources. Looks like at least one of them is going to be replaced. Dead Game Enjoyer with the Ravner Brood on the way. Got plenty of time to recover. The Sorcerer also went down. ST.a.NK.o.M with Purgation Squad and the Incinerator to purge some chaos things. Strat Squad getting quite low there actually. Tomes of Titan are in. We saw that banishment earlier. Brother Captain's been revived by the Lictor Alpha there. And Interceptors are on the way for ST.a.NK.o.M. Ravner Brood to sit the field. Havoc's in for Takeshi Kovacs. But they stick in, yeah, they're sticking in the southeast corner for now. Shotgun blast from the scouts. These guys done a great job already for last Phoenix. Some more Nurgle worship. Any war gear that we can see on the heroes? Oh, we have a Dark Halo on the way. That's not a good idea versus Ordo Malleus in general, because you have the psychic burst from the Strat Squad that can nuke some of your energy away. Might have been more worthwhile getting another accessory. 468 to 426 on the VPs. Ravner Brood burrow striking in, but it's too late to do much, I think. Yep. Maybe some vestments of the warp from the Sorcerer could get in quickly on the Warrior Brood. Interceptors doing their thing, and CSM don't want to fight them. 30 DPS on the Interceptors, they're messing them up. They kill a model, actually. Bit slow to react there, Maragnarok. Noise Marines on the field for Takeshi Kovacs now, and Hate did replace both of the Grenade Launcher Heretics. In fact, that's triple Grenade Launcher Heretics now. Be careful of grenades, fellas. CSM with Eternal War from Maragnarok, which probably means they both have Eternal War, yep. Trying to defend power. There's some grenade action now. Chaining together the barrages for more disruption. But they just retreated anyway. There's Fleshhook on the Chaos Lord. Didn't knock him over, but did some damage. Needs to be careful here. Throws up the Dark Halo. And doesn't panic retreat, so he should be okay. A little bit of a Doom Blast there, and he does get away okay. Can they defend the power, though, with double CSM? Maybe. I think putting both of them in melee into the Strat Squad would be effective, but they've run anyway. And the power generator survives. Maybe they can repair it with the Heretics or a Plague Champion over here. Assault Squad now for Last Phoenix. And they're power bashing with flame attacks. Where are those heroic scouts? They're capping stuff. What about the Force Commander? He's staring intently at the power node. He must have been given an order to cap it, and then the node went up. Assault Squad jumping in. They go for the Havocs. Noise Marines shutting down ranged attacks and dealing some good anti-infantry damage with that Sonic Blaster there. Purgation did Basta Gen, and then they flee. So they can use the Psychic Purge, I think it's called, or something, against maybe the Chaos Lord, doing percentage-based damage per second and slowing him down. Nice way to help control him. Bunch of tier 2s coming in now. All of the blue Chaos fellas and ST.a.NK.o.M all go tier 2. I don't think Last Phoenix, yeah, he can go. Dead Game Enjoyer needs some more power. Force Commander's found the Noise Marines and uses Battle Cry, so he can't be knocked over by Cacophony. Cacophony is used anyway. Does knock down the Scouts and the Plague Champion, unfortunately. Grenade for the Havocs. Almost wipes them. And they flee. Plague Champion, meanwhile, delivering the DPS to the Force Commander and now the Scouts. I don't think it was worth using the Cacophony there. Although it did stop the Scouts getting an earlier grenade on the Havocs. Maybe they barely got away, actually, with a single model, the Scouts. Assault Squad can jump. Needs to threaten the Assault Squad more, I think. Maybe with the melee Plague Champion. Armor of Pestilence is coming in, so we may see the Fist. Meanwhile, in the mid, it's blue, and red team are pushing through. Interceptor's giving chase. Brother Captain giving chase is level 2 now. Chaos Lord's level 2 and gets the Blood Maul in. And there's a Sweeping Doom immediately. Knockback, stun, and damage. Strat Squad need to be careful. And the Interceptor's now engaging this guy. And there's a Kill the Weak. Helps him retreat safely. But the red team most likely are going to grab this central VP now. Meanwhile, Blood Crusher up for Hate is a Weapon. I feel like it's been a while since we've seen a Blood Crusher running around. Like to see him. It's a demon with the vehicle armor. High melee DPS, but it's not the most durable thing. Good mobility though. And of course, since he's a demon, you can worship this fella to great effect. Putting pressure immediately on the Tyranid backlines. Goes after the Warrior Brood. Uh-oh. Purifier's coming in. The Blood Crusher does not have melee resistance, so the Purifiers could mess him up maybe. Especially with that heavy melee Justicar, but they are backing off at the moment. They are not wanting to engage. Now they have some support, they may do so. They're not going for the Blood Crusher though, going into the Heretic pile there. And there's some Marco Zint CSM. 385 to 411 on the VPs. Purifiers setting themselves on Holy Fire, which silences nearby enemies, I believe. Blood Crusher able to deliver some good DPS to the Assault Marines. And they jump deeper in. Force Commander now with a Sacred Standard, constantly buffing nearby allies. And Artificer Armor's in too. Chaos Lord's having a good time though, against some tax with Bloodletter support. Did some good work there. Bloodletter's now run. Bloodletters are really bad news for Marines with tons of power melee DPS. And the Plague Champion did indeed get a Plague Fist. Last Phoenix with a Whirlwind on the way. Do we see any... No War Gear for the Brother Captain. He can support stuff very well. So we could see some support War Gear to help out those Purifiers. But a bit of XP. Blue team retake the mid. Last Master getting some good shots in. Can they wipe the Warrior Brood? Not quite. And there's the Havocs in play to slow things down, ready to get Blast Mastered. Purgation Squad get a Conversion Beamer to shoot at the Blood Crusher. Maybe a bit of an overkill for a Blood Crusher, but need to deal with it somehow. I think they just could have thrown this melee stuff onto it. Maybe with Bulwark up on the Purifiers to give them damage resistance and damage. Oh, there's Bulwark on the way, and we have the Nemesis Warding Staff. So tons of support already, because it can use We Are the Hammer and Ward, and now Bulwark. And Bulwark is a melee damage buff and a melee damage resistance buff as well. So it will help smack down the Blood Crusher maybe. Assault Squad jumping into huge amounts of trouble. Maybe slightly lucky to get away there. Very lucky actually. 13 hit points on these guys. There's the Electroshock Grubs. Might be the end of the Blood Crusher. Where's the Hunter Killer? There it is. Yep, Hunter Killer missile from the Whirlwind takes it down. And if not, there was a Venom Brood hanging out back here. There's a Circle of Summoning from the Sorcerer spawning Bloodletters, which has pushed everything back away from the VP. What are you guys up to? They're facing backwards. The Force Commander's gone down, by the way. Oh, wow. Purifiers had a rough time, eh? Barely made it out. What happened? Did a Plague Champion happen? They did Power Bash, though. Chaos on the front foot, suddenly. Turn around, says Hate is a weapon. I think he's referring to these Noise Marines here. Takeshi Kovacs is busy. No, he's not. Just a Plague Champion capping stuff. Level 3. Oh, has Blight Grenades. I think he maybe hit a good Blight Grenade on those Ordo Malleus fellas. Chaos Dreadnought hits the field for Hate with autocannon by default. Lots of repair support with all the heretics around. Lictor Alpha now has Corrosive Claws for debuffs on hit and Deadly Jump. It's also a power weapon, which is handy. Whirlwind doing Whirlwind things. May need to get a bit closer though to hit the VP and stuff. Deadly Jump coming in. Does that not deal damage anymore? Those heretics didn't seem to take any damage. Maybe they took a little bit. It just says knockback. I think it maybe did damage at one point. Maybe I'm making it up though. Plague Champion is slain. Chaos Lord sets fire to the ground. Maybe he revives the Plague Champion as well. Got some plasma attacks here, but Bloodletters will get on them. Well, a couple of Bloodletters will get on them. Nice assist though from Maragnarok. Can now get the revive, which should level him to 4. Meanwhile, in the mid, Force Commander still down. Big fight for the Dreadnought. Don't think he's going to make it away. Goes down. Chosen Plague Marines in play now for Takeshi Kovacs. Unique to the Plague Champion. They don't seem to want to get involved though at the moment. They passively damage nearby enemies and do some damage over time with their Plague Knives. Ward up on the... I think that was the Strike Squad. Purifiers almost... Yep, they wiped the... was that the Noise Marines there? Or the Havocs? Oh, they're both dead. Really good push from ST.a.NK.o.M there. Just a big melee blob of heavy infantry armor. And the Force Commander is back to his feet. Note that those Ordo Malleus fellows would have had a 40% damage buff because the downed Force Commander was nearby. It's a crazy damage buff. Crazy. Lictor Alpha flees. Blue team are back on the central VP. Plague Champion's army is a little bit depleted though, eh? Brother Captain having a go, throws ward on himself and flees. Stormtroopers delivering some DPS, but they'll be dealt with. Got some Mark of Khorne CSM for Takeshi. They are going up against the melee Ordo Malleus with some melee of their own. Should be a cool fight. And there's the tier 3. Tier 3 for Maragnarok already. Tier 3 for Dead Game and tier 3 for ST.a.NK.o.M. Red team with good pushes. They can't quite stabilize on the mid though. It's hard to when you've got a melee army because you typically push through as far as you can and then get forced off. It's hard to push through and then back away when you're a melee army because you're going to take damage as you back away typically. Unless you could do a full... initiate a full retreat, then you can back off safely. Ouch! Grenade launchers hurt then. Double Marcosine CSM. One of them is level 3. These fellas are quite new. Marcosine CSM very good versus heavy infantry armies, such as Marines and Ordo Malleus fellas. Sweeping Doom. Maybe could have waited for the Purifiers to come in there, Mr. Chaos Lord. There's ward on retreating interceptors. They're okay. Oh, and there's that self-immolation thing. I always forget what it's called on the Purifiers. It's bloody good though. Silencing things is great, especially Bloodletters. It means they can't teleport out. It means they can't phase shift if they haven't already. Is that Bloodlust up? I think Bloodlust was maybe up there from Ragnarok. But it was a bad fight in the end. Down to just CSM and Bloodletters with a Land Raider Phobos on the way. Tier 3 for Hate, who still has a large infantry army here. Should be able to focus things down relatively well. But the Purifier is still able to make it in without dropping a model actually. Needed to use the barrages a bit more effectively there maybe to stop those guys getting in. Especially need to do it before they self-immolate and silence the heretics. Oh, we have the Robes of Torment. Should be very effective against the Ordo Malleus melee blob. Force Corner level 3 now. Level 5 Brother Captain. Level 3 Lictor Alpha now has Lone Hunter. So we may see this guy operating more on the northwest corner here where he's going to be alone and Lone Hunter will proc. And now some Ordo Malleus stuff shows up. There are some more Tyranids here. And there's Bulwark on the Strike Squad. Level 4 Strike Squad, eh? Scouts have to leave. Can the Chaos guys get the VP back quickly? Plasma Cannon gets a good shot. Venom Brood getting focused. They got way too close there. Especially since there's no vehicle here. Now they've lost their ranged synapse. Ranged synapse is pretty good for Ravener Brood. Level 3 Ravener Brood. Carnifex on the way. Land Raider is up for Maragnarok. And here comes a Chaos Predator for Takeshi. Plague Champion did fall. Trying to defend the power maybe. Which is being fully bashed I think by the Space Marine fellas. Unless the Phobos can have a word. A very loud las cannony word. VPs are very even actually. Full power bash I think. Are they going to stick around to get the node as well? Was there a melter bomb already? I think there was. Bloodletters scare off the double tax. Assault squad. Maybe drop a model here. Oh, Bloodletters didn't go after him. They still dropped a model. 302 to 251. What is going on here? We have a Stranglethorn Cannon Carnifex. We have Paladins on the field now for ST.a.NK.o.M. Unique to the Brother Captain. Circle of Summoning was keeping things busy. Paladins have heavy melee Nemesis Demon Hammers and the awesome Holy Grounds ability. But they don't start with that. Purifies. 2365 hit points at just level 2. That's kind of nuts. Kind of nuts. There's interceptors there, I think, with a psych out grenade. 302, 239. Chains of Torment's going to be very effective here. And surely we'll see Tome of Subjugation for the Paladins, perhaps. Phobos backs away from the scary Paladins. Let the Galaxy burn. Gets a couple of good hits. Not going to bother the Paladins much, though. There is Tome of Subjugation. It's very expensive, but it's well worth it. Can subjugate the Paladins and then teleport them into trouble. Perhaps. Takeshi's tank is Mark of Khorne. And another tank on the way, this time for Maragnarok. Some repairs going in there. Hate has one also on the field now. The Armored Fist of Chaos, as that fella said. There's the Chains of Torment. There's Holy Grounds. Now you need to try and shoot the central mass to get rid of the chains. It's not always easy to pick it out, though. Okay, the Plasma Cannon took out the central mass there. Paladin's still in play then. Brother Captain's with them. And an orbital bombardment sent in by... I'm not actually sure if that was Last Phoenix or ST.a.NK.o.M. Big booms, either way. Made a bunch of Chaos stuff retreat, but I think it made it out alright. And now the tanks can get some damage in. Plasma attacks can't do much to it. Looks like it's backing off though still. Assault Squad still have their Melter. Any sign of a Power Fist? Nope. Chaos Lord is down on the VP. Plague Champion still down over there. Sorcerer needs to try and get some revives going. Lictor Alpha continues to pressure this side though and actually got the VP capped. Meanwhile, power bashing Chosen Plague Marines. Can they get it done? There's a lot of stuff here to defend, but meanwhile, blue team are taking the VP back in the mid. Sorcerer is taking his natural back. Couldn't quite finish the power bash, but it was a good distraction, I think. 234 to 239. Oh, did I just get sound bug? I think I just got a bloody sound bug. Great. And we're back. Very rarely that the sound bug affects me these days, but it does happen. What's been going on? We're very close on the VPs. Chaos fellas holding the mid at the moment. Tyranids having to go up the east side, looks like. A little go. What do we got here? 2 Chaos Preds, one with Mark of Tzeentch. We got the Phobos. Another Chaos Pred with Mark of Khorne. A second Carnifex on the way now for Dead Game Enjoyer. ST.a.NK.o.M still has his Paladins, of course. But they could get messed up and dealt with by the Sorcerer. Needs to not overextend this Sorcerer and get him killed, that's for sure. We have a Shrine coming in. Who's this? That's Maragnarok. With a Khorne Shrine that's going to spawn Bloodletters and stuff. Looks like Red Team... I'm going to try and drag the Chaos fellas out this way, maybe. Plague Champions here with the Predator. We Are the Hammer affecting a whole bunch of stuff there. Bunch of damage going in on the tank pretty quickly. Meanwhile, they've turned back towards the mid. And we have some Psy Cannon interceptors going after that tank there. Doing tons of damage, actually. Can they get it down? They're trying to repair it. Holy Grounds has gone in. The tank has survived for now. Trying to drive away, but they've teleported after it. Heretics getting into melee to stop them firing. The tank has survived, you guys. It's a little chaos miracle. Meanwhile, Chains of Torment doing its thing. Did the Sorcerer subjugate something there as well? I'm not sure. I think he's going to die, yeah. Decided to go into melee with the scary Paladins, which wasn't a great plan. And the Brother Captain as well. 234177. Can the Chaos fellas hold on to the mid? Phobos is there. Has it used the Dirge Caster already? Maybe. There it is. There's the Dirge Caster. Stuns the Paladins. And the Paladins, I think, are going to wipe. Yes, they do. A mistake from ST.a.NK.o.M to send them in there. Land Raider Crusader on the way. Lots of repairs for the tanks. Phobos is going to need repairs as well. There is an Imperial Abyss from Maragnarok. Corn flavoured. And one from Takeshi. Stops the cat, that's for sure. We've got a las cannon and a plasma cannon here, although this one is turned around for some reason. Should be able to get the VP back, I think. Needs to wait for the Abyss to end. There we go. Circle of Summoning going in. Chaos Lord goes for the revive, actually. Interceptors showing up. Oh, plasma cannon takes out the tank there. Now going in on the Phobos, which is being debuffed by the Lictor Alpha. Bunch of repairs. Need some worship as well. Orbital bombardment thrown in the back line now. Absolute crazy stuff. The Phobos is down. The bombardment gets some heretics and something else in there. Is that Noise Marines? Looks like they all survived. Plague Champion shows up in the mid finally. Maybe he's been here the whole time, I'm not sure. Finds some Ravenous to smack and kills him. Lictor Alpha level 5 after that. Chaos Lord and Chaos Sorcerer both down. Plague Champion unable to get to him at the moment. The Corn Shrine is still up somehow. Kovacs with a heavy bolter in play. There's a whole bunch of Marco Zink stuff, but the Crusader shows up to help support things, and everything flees. Another Phobos on the way from Ragnarok. ST.a.NK.o.M gets some Stormtroopers to help repair that thing, and a Neurothrope coming in for Dead Game Enjoyer. Level 2 Las Cannon here, level 2 Plasma Cannon can be buffed, of course, by the for the Emperor buff of the Force Commander, and Power Fist is in play. Here's the Phobos of Hate, and there's the Phobos of... Now there's the Phobos of Hate, here's the Phobos of Takeshi. They're going to have triple Land Raider Phobos on the central VP, I think. It's going to be awesome. Chosen Plague Marines. Can they fight a juiced up Lictor Alpha who's already killed one of them? I think he can fight them pretty damn well, actually. Even better if he had Feed the Tendrils. Although this is also debuffing damage resistance. Looks like they are going to be able to make it through and survive that Lictor Alpha's wrath. Meanwhile, Subjugated Purifiers. A bunch of Phobos. A las cannon getting shots in on the Crusader. Massive fight here. The third Phobos is coming in. Venom Cannon Carnifex doing some good work. Las cannon there as well. I don't see a buff on it. Can they just brute force their way through onto the VP? It's what Chaos is good at. Paroxysm goes in. It's not going to do much to the Land Raider. That's from the Neurothrope. Very aggressive push here. This is Takeshi. Noxious Cloud was thrown in. Look at the damage from those interceptors. Huge damage. Can they get the Carnifex down? They can. Nicely done by Takeshi's Predator tank there. Mark of Khorne needs to run away though, maybe. Or drive away, I guess. Another orbital thrown in. 145 to 146. 156, sorry. VP still very close. This guy got teleported out. Needs a whole bunch of repairs and worship and stuff. Bloodlet is still spawning. There's a Shrine of Nurgle, and there are some Paladins to try and finish off the Phobos. Is the Dirgecaster available? Apparently not. The Paladins take it out. 127 to 156. Two of the Phobos are down. Absolute mayhem. Ward thrown up on the Paladins. Brother Captain's right there with them. Red team retain the mid though. It was a big brute force push by the Chaos Fellas, but it didn't pay off. Bulwark now thrown on the Paladins, making very short work of the last Land Raider Phobos. Here comes another one. This is the 5th one. I think it's the 5th Phobos on the way for Hate is a Weapon. So blue team may be out of ideas and out of time here. We'll see. They've got a hell of a lot to get through. Paladins, Crusader, Carnifex, Neurothroat. Not to mention those dangerous heroes. Chaos Lord is down. Light grenades thrown on the Paladins there. It's also infected the downed Chaos Lord. Gonna try and get a revive. Throws down Pestilent Strike. But still being knocked over by the plasma cannon shots. Yeah, it's going to be tough to get that revive there, buddy. Swarm Lord on the way now for Dead Game Enjoyer. Look at this, though. Sorcerer did get a decap, and the Lictor Alpha assassinated him. So red team will get the 2-1. Is it worth pushing through onto this? I think it is. Although Hate does have the most stuff out of the Chaos players, and they are looking after this VP. I don't think you send the Paladins there because of the Sorcerer. Even though he's down, he may not be down for long. You can instantly repurchase your heroes. Going to try and hold bottom. Says Hate is a Weapon. By bottom, I believe they mean this. Southwestern, more western VP over there. Can the blue team get anything going? Lictor Alpha's shown up to die, apparently. Down he goes. Didn't expect anything to be there, I guess. But there was a whole bunch of stuff there. 81-156 on the VPs. Hate is pushing up that side. Well, down that side, maybe. Maragnarok thinking about Great Unclean One. Is it worth us dropping Terminators in, maybe, with claws? Might be. Phobos gets flesh over steeled. 63-156. Great Unclean One is on the way for Maragnarok, but that is a bit late, I think. Paladins, yeah, they have the Holy Grounds now. I don't know if the blue team can push through this. Hate thinks it's over. And Zinch would know. Plague Champion does get the revive. There we go. What level is he? Level 5. Chaos Lord level 6. They both run away. Ouch. Just as they Doom Blasted, the Assault Marines jumped in. Level 4 Assault Marines, eh? 21, 29 hit points. Yeah, I don't think the Great Unclean One's even going to get to the middle before it's over. Swarm Lord chasing down the Phobos. And a Tyranids formation as well. There's Leech Essence. Just keeping them busy. Down to 25 VPs now. We do have some Chaos Terminators for Takeshi. Took a whole bunch of damage already though. The Purifiers are probably level 4. 28, 61 hit points, doing huge amounts of damage as well. Great Unclean One's here. Might actually get to hit something. There he goes. Some Holy Ground's gone in. Oh, and another Abyss from Maragnarok. Not sure how much it did though. 5 VPs, they're fighting to the end. But the Chaos fellas lose. What an awesome game though. Had some awesome big fights in the mid. In the tier 3 level 5 Chaos Sorcerer, level 6 Chaos Lord, level 5 Plague Champion. The Lictor Alpha level 5 did some good work up this west side, eh? Level 9 Brother Captain with a big scary melee army that he supported well. And the Force Commander level 6 with Power Fist and Teleporter at the end to go after those Phoboses. Thank you all for watching, guys. There you have it. Hope you enjoyed this game, and I'll see you next time.